mean, it was a good intro. Good intro. I just need to fix the intro for a little bit, but let me see how the screen looks. Wait, how come it's not showing the? Also, there's 8 people watching, but no chatters. Not right now. Oh, I don't think I'm doing the right one. Hold on. I mean, as for the scene, I need to put. I need to put this right here. Hold on. I knew I messed up. It's gotta be Which one is it? I'm gonna chat. Yeah, I'm just. I forgot to put the screen thing. I mean, I did put it, but I didn't put it to where it shows, the like the video or like the main page and stuff like that. So let me just see this real quick. It should be good right now. I think this is it. Yeah, it should be this. Yeah, it is. This is what I wanted. This is where I messed up. I should have had this ready, but it's fine. I thought I had it ready, but looks like I didn't. There's only 2 people? I mean, it's fine. It's short style, so. This is a new. I'm just testing this out. I've been wanting to do this, but. So. I mean, the intro was pretty good. Are you gonna stream on your channel later? No, I'm not gonna. That one will be tomorrow. This one's for. This one is the separate one. I mean, the starting one was good. This was good. I just need to fix, something from that bit anyway. Oops. That's fire? Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty good. I was thinking about adding music in the background while I'm reading it, but I don't know how that's gonna go. Diaz, are you gonna let me be mod on this channel? Man, I'm not gonna be doing it like how I was in the other one. Nobody's mod on this one. The only one it's me. It's me. I'm the only one. Sorry, I had to fix my comments. All good. I mean, I think Obama was interested in it. I think he'll be in here later. Dang it! There's no mods on this one. There's no mods on this one. Since you guys are here, I might as well, read a little bit of this section. This is what I was testing out, or that I was thinking about doing with this one. But, we'll see how it goes. Bye. Dang, Cam is out of there. He's like, I'm out of here. Bye, Cam. Have a good night. Alright, I'm gonna read this first story right here. We'll see. I'm gonna read like little bits of it, and we'll see what's up. I'm all ears, Daddy. Oh my goodness. See, Starshard is already acting suspicious. Alright, so this one I think it's called The White Death. You can't see it because the screen doesn't cover the whole thing. Even though if I move it, it's not gonna do it too well. But here goes. I'm gonna read the bold letters. The White Death is a creepy story about a vengeful spirit in Mexico who hunts down anyone who knows about her existence. What do you guys think of that title so far? That's what it's pretty much going to be mostly about. Diaz and I are chill like that. It's because Starshard is in my other channel, or else he would have been timed out. Yeah. All right, here goes. I'm gonna read a little bit of it while people, I guess, are scrolling. So this is the White Death. I'm currently sitting in front of my computer, scared whitelist. That guy witless or whitelist? I don't know what he was trying to say there. But anyway. Every moment could be my last. My friend is here with me, and he is the sole reason why my life is in danger. It may not make sense at first, but let me explain. She might know about this. She might know about it. I think she read the post, so she might. She might be in here. Who knows? Alright, here goes. It all started earlier today when a friend of mine burst into my house, and there she is. Just like how we were talking. Why is this in this format? Because I wanted it to be in this format for now. You hate this format? Look at the intro though. I think, let me just show Jane the intro real quick, because I think she missed it. This was the intro while I was waiting. We gotta keep it creepy like that. I will have to time you out. Nobody's on here though. That's the thing. The intro is disturbing actually. Why? It makes sense to what I'm doing on this one. I gotta keep the intro interesting. Watch out for the short streams like this bring all the weird. I already know Starshard, trust me, I've had some in the other one before. But let me continue with this story here. It's called The White Death. It's about like a spirit in Mexico. Whoever knows about her existence, I guess she just goes for you. She takes you out. Alright, so it all started earlier today when a friend of mine burst into my house and slammed the door behind him. His eyes were wide with fear, and he stood there with his back against the door, breathing heavily. I asked him what had happened, and he told me this story. Am I gonna die after you tell me about her? Nah, I don't think so. I guess this is the intro. Okay, here it goes. He had been living with his aunt for the past year because his parents were in Mexico. They were doing mission work at a small hospital in southern Mexico. The previous night, a berangled man had stumbled through the entrance of the hospital. He was screaming in Spanish and appeared to be out of his mind with terror. They brought him over to a chair and let him sit down. As he caught his breath, he told his story in broken English. He claimed that He claimed that his sister had been killed by something he referred as to. They probably messed up with this name. La Muerto Blanco. I should have just said La Muerte Blanco or whatever, but I'll just read it how it is. So I guess it's called La Muerto Blanco. He kept saying it was coming next for him. Confused, they asked him who or what a Muerto Blanco was. With a look, uncomfortable fear on his face, he said that La Muerto Blanco was the White Death. She is the soul of a girl who died years ago. She died by her own hand. He said, alone and unloved. Oh my goodness. Please read it, bro. Stop repeating stuff. With my music? No, Jane. Probably not. This is different. This is a little different. You don't like this stream? It's because I don't have music in the background. Like I said, we can talk about like some creepy stuff, but if you don't like it, it's fine. This is just me testing stuff out. Too boring? I know. This is just me testing stuff out. It's fine. This is just separate. It's different to what I'm doing on the other one. What Starshard wants me to do is he wants me to have like the camera on my face and then while reading it. That's what he wants. That's exactly what he wants. How like Mr. Nightmare does it? Nope, you see they only do like videos and stuff like that. I've never seen them do like streams before. And when like they do streams, they just do a collection of, of them just reading it. Yeah, Jane, of course. This is just like the first test. Like I said, I've never done this before. Give us some emotion? I can't give you emotion. I mean, I can, but it might sound a little weird. Yeah, but those guys, they don't do like streams or anything. They only like, they do streams with their past stuff. That's it. What's speaking facts, Shard, finally? It sounds like you hate reading? No, I don't. I actually read these type a lot. I just don't read them out loud. Let me close the door. Like I said, with music, with a little bit of creepy music in the background, I think it would be a lot better. Instead of just, me reading it like this. I mean, I could look for some music right now. It wouldn't be a problem. His biggest haters at the same time? I know. You know what? Let me look for some music real quick. Some like scary music in the background. That'll probably work. And we'll see. We'll see, we'll see. This is all just testing. That's it. I feel like I'm listening to text to speech. I like the music. It's not bad. We'll see. We'll see right now. I'm just going to try it out. This is just a testing phase. For this particular channel here. That's it. Not for the other one. The other one is good. I could put you guys in the. That girl looking for a roommate is more scary than this nonsense. That girl looking for a roommate? I mean, she just made a video. She's looking for a roommate. Jane, get on that quick.
When emergency strikes, first responders are the first ones in. But on outdated networks,
these songs are not even long. They're not even long. These songs are not even long. They're pretty short. Alright, can you guys hear me while it's playing music in the background? Or do I need to lower the music down more? I think I need to lower it just a little bit more. Yeah, I know, the music gets too crazy. What's up with this volume? This music is crazy. Hold on. Some of it is too loud. That's what's gonna suck about it. I mean, I guess this one's fine, but Starshot is the biggest hater? He might be. Yeah, this is what I mean. I know he is. This is just experimenting with this one. So confused, they ask him who or what a Muerto Blanco was. With a look of uncomfortable fear on his face, he said that La Muerto Blanco was the White Death. She's the soul of a girl who died years ago. She died by her own hand, he said, alone and unloved. She hated life so much that she wanted to remove it all. Traces from herself, from the earth. So great was her desire to completely obliterate her memory that she returned from the dead as a vengeful spirit, bent on killing all those who knew of her existence. Did that do anything? Was the music better towards it? Am I trying to act the part? Man, look at Starshot over here. And you're trying to act out the part? That's the whole thing. I'm trying to act out the part. Try to whisper closer with the intention of more into us with the narration. I mean, that can work. So you want me to like get this close, like really close. I see more emotions in a toaster. Too bad toasters don't talk though. I don't know what Starshot is talking about. You're messaging someone right now? That's good. Starshard has to go do his stream now. Should we tell him to get out of here? I think we should. Why is Starshard acting like Shiny now? Why is everybody saying, do you hear? I'm about to pass 500. Of course I can't hear you guys. I can only see what you guys are writing. It's just wait, if you narrate the story with a little more creepy way of talking, you know, with the more darker tone, that is something. I'm listening to Jane's ideas here. These are not my story though, Obama. I'm reading them. These are someone else's stories that I'm reading. I'm just testing out this new things. I mean, I have other ideas. This was just one of them. It was just one of them. Let me just answer this message and then I'm gonna read it non-stop right now. Non-stop. Let's see how that goes with a little bit of music in the background. Of course I'm not gonna put fear with the response, at least not yet. At least not yet. At least not yet. Like I said, this is just a test. This is just a test, man. A test. It sounds like someone reading something, nothing more. That's how it's supposed to be. It seems that I think Starshard is looking for his first timeout right here. I think he's asking for it. He might be asking for it. He might be the first one. Nobody's mod on this one. This is a different account. I'm innocent? I don't know. Alright, let me get back to it. Let me get back to this. With hardly any interruptions now. I'm gonna get a little bit closer with the music playing in the background. Keep your fingers on their place, buddy. And my boy Cook? I don't know. We'll see, Jane. We'll see. This is just a test. Nobody's mod here. This is not the other channel. Where was I? I gotta keep stopping. I gotta stop. You know, like stopping in between and stuff like that. That's good to hear, Obama. I'll read your comment right now. Let me just see where I was at, and I'm just gonna go with the flow. Alright, I was here. Here I go. If Starshard doesn't want to hear it, he can cover his ears. Yeah, this is just a new thing, Dark, that I'm trying out. Of course I'm gonna skip comments right now. I'm gonna read this halfway through with a little bit of music. Here goes. She is a girl, but not a girl, he said. She's not dead, but not really alive. She has cold black eyes that weep blood. She walks without ever actually seeming to move an inch. She stalks her victims like a wild animal, pursuing them across rivers and valleys, trailing them back to their homes. You are never really aware that she is following you until you hear her telltale knock upon your door. She knocks once for your skin, which she'll use to patch her own decaying flesh, twice for your hair, which she will gnash between her teeth, 3 times for your bones, which she'll fashion them into clubs, 4 times for your heart, she'll tear it out of your chest, 5 times for your teeth, which she'll polish and keep in a box, 6 times for your eyes, which she'll pluck out one by one, 7 times for your souls, which she'll swallow whole. Damn. What are you guys saying? Disagree? Man, what do you guys... I'm not gonna pay attention to that right there. I'm just gonna read the whole thing. I mean, Dark will be able to hear it. Oh no, but then... See, let me just find some music that's like an hour long. Because these are like 3 minutes. I don't even think I could put them in repetitive mode. No, you can't. I'm just gonna put 1 hour long. All of us are powerless here? Yeah, most likely. Alright, here's some songs here. At least. We'll see. We just gotta wait through commercials. Let me see what kind of music this is. Alright, this is good enough, I think. Yeah, I'm the only one here that has it. I'm glad she's kind to you too, that's good. Alright, enough about me reading comments, because that's what you guys are known for in the other one. No matter where you go, the White Death will track you down, and you will hear her terrible knocking begin on the door. You can try to outrun her, but she's faster than any mortal man. If you flee from your home while she's knocking in your door, she will follow you wherever you go. The terrified man was certain that this thing had killed his sister. He had tried to tell the police about the White Death, but they wouldn't listen, dismissing it as an old wives' tale. Next, he had tried to tell his priest, but the priest immediately shut the door of the church in front of his face and turned him away. The priest had seen the White Death following him and did not want to get involved. So the priest was scared of him, of course. I thought the priests were like not afraid of that stuff. With his head in his hand, the frightened man said that the White Death follows you forever until you tell someone else about it. Then it strikes, it kills you, and it begins following the people you told. So whoever you tell about this thing, whoever you tell about her, she's just gonna go after you next. Diaz has become the king of Hades because he's the one who conquered the place we're all. You reunite together? Jane's crazy with that story there. It's technically Friday the 13th right now? Is it? You know, Dark might be right here. Yeah, for him it is. Wow. After finishing his tale, the man stole a car from the Mission Hospital parking lot and vanished into the night. Apparently, my friend's mother and father immediately called his aunt and told her about the strange man that they had encountered. They asked her if she had ever heard of the White Death. She said she had not, and they proceeded to tell her the story that the man had told them. The aunt got a phone call later that night. It was the Mexican police. They told her that the parents had been found dead outside the hospital. They had been torn apart. Damn. She's taking everybody out. My friend's aunt had immediately called him at school to break the bad news to him as he cried. She told him he couldn't understand what had happened. She recounted the whole story to him, telling him about the strange man who had turned up in the hospital just hours before his parents were found dead. June 13th? For me, it's not. She told him how the man had given his parents a weird and disturbing story about something called the White Death. That's why they died. Nice, that's what's up? Yeah. I'm almost done with this one. I do have something else that I might try right now after this, so let me just finish this and we'll try it out. How about we try like watching like a clip or two and then we'll react to that, but some of those clips are just... I think Jane won't be able to sleep tonight if she watches those type. Anyway, let me continue. When we hung up the phone, he had struggled to come to terms with what had happened. It almost didn't seem real to him. When he got home after school, he found the front door of his aunt's house standing open. Inside was a trail of blood leading into the kitchen. There on the kitchen floor, he found his aunt's dead body. She had been torn limb from limb, just like the other person, of course. He ran out of the house and all the way across town, never looking back until he reached my house. As he told me this story, I could hardly believe it. Within the space of a day, his mother, his father, and his aunt had been murdered. It all seemed too far-fetched. But before I could utter a word, my friend and I both recoiled in horror as we heard a knocking begin at the front of my door. I wish I had sound effects, it would be much better. We've been staring at the door for an hour, neither of us wanting to open it. The knocking is still going on, growing louder and louder. She never gives up, never quits. The White Death is unstoppable. I think she wants to scare us, my friend and I. I think she wants to blame each other. Hold on. I think she wants us to blame each other. And I do. I blame my friend. It's all his fault. He should have never told about her. As I sit here in my house, besides my friend, both of us listening to that hideous knocking growing even louder. Wait, I lost my trail. Oh my goodness. Where am I now? I wish a lot of things. I gotta keep my eye on that. I wish she had killed my friend before he reached my house. If he had never been able to tell me about her, I wouldn't be in danger now. I'm sorry that I ever met him. And I'm sorry for you too. I'm sorry I made you read this story. I'm sorry I ever told you about the White Death, because now you know about her. She'll be coming for you next. That's it. La Muerte Blanca? Yeah, that's what it was. But whoever wrote the story, instead of Blanca, they put Blanco. I don't know. They got it mixed up. It wasn't the crying lady though. That's something else. You know what I can try though? I don't know if you guys want to see like little clips and reacting to those, but those might be a little too scary for some of you guys. Maybe, I don't know. You guys want me to try that? I don't even know if you can get away with that on YouTube right here, where you can watch clips like live and then just talk about them. Maybe I can do that. I remember Steven talking to me about this legend. Did he talk to you about the crying lady, but in Spanish it's called La Llorona or something like that? I'm pretty sure he told you about that one too. That one's pretty popular. What's up, Shiny? You know what? Let's try that second idea that I have here. You guys are ready? We'll look at that one guy's videos. What's his name? Notch 5 or something like that. Top Notch 5 or something like that. I'll search him up right now. Una mujer que busca inconceivablemente a sus hijos que en realidad jamás nacieron porque ella fue asesinada estando embarazada. That one's good. That one's good.
With Asana, you can manage any kind
Oh
of
my goodness.
from project intake.
Alright, I'm gonna do the second idea right now. Get ready for the second idea. I already know what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do right here. I'm gonna search that one guy's videos real quick. Let me see if I remember his name. I think this is him. Hold on 1 second. No, it's not. I forgot his channel. I know what. That's what Steven told me about La Llorona? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's two versions. The one that you said and the one where she had her kids, but then she drowns them herself. She kills them by drowning them, and then she's looking for them. Ever since she like drowns them. Where is this guy? I'm trying to see what's his name. But I don't even think I could find him. I know what his things are, but si me acaba con mi vida mentiras, estoy embarazada. Eso significa que me convertí en una llorona también. Oh my goodness, no. You're not that girl. Heck no. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find the. Let's see if I can find it though. I gotta find that one guy that does them. I don't know if I can. I should have had this as a backup plan right here. I mean, to get the right video thing. Because as soon as I have it, then we'll go from there. We'll definitely go from there. I just need to find Nuke's top 5. There we go. That's the person that I was looking for. All right. Hopefully you guys are ready for like this kind of nonsense right here. I am gonna make the video where you guys could see pretty much the whole thing. And we'll react to it, each and every one of them.
Monday.com's AI blocks are a total game changer.
Excuse me if I find that hard to believe.
You know that llamas are biologically and
All right, let me fix the angle of this real quick, or whatever you want to call it, to where at least you guys can see it a little bit. Do you guys know membership? No, this one I don't have 200 followers on this one, Shani. This is not my main account. With twins, she was about to get married to the guy who got her pregnant, but the guy was definitely not accepting about that fake. Damn. So he take care of her and those kids, preventing them to get born, and he threw the body of a young lady in the huge river. Oh my goodness. Let me see how this goes. Let me see how this plays.
This next video.
Are you guys able to see the screen like that? The spirit of the lady later came back looking for revenge, searching her missed children, and also stealing the souls of all the bad mans in the streets that's crossed her path. That's what I know about that. Alright, you guys are ready for this right here? We're gonna watch the first clip. Yeah, Shani has to go or else she'll get scared. Whatever, go ahead. Alright.
It was sent in by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer, but unfortunately it was posted to the internet without a source. So the story goes that a woman claimed to have a doll that was haunted, and she said that she would often catch it moving all on its own. After being asked repeatedly by viewers, she decided to point a camera at the doll and live stream the entire thing. Around an hour in, with skeptical viewers watching closely, there was a bit of movement. Watch closely.
Who here hates dolls like that? I don't know if you guys are like a fan of dolls like that, just watching you guys. We can't even see the full thing. Let me move it, because this version, this style, you can't see it. I gotta move it to like the right. I'm not in computer. I know. I'm on the phone. I'm seeing what you guys are pretty much seeing on the phone, so. Alright, watch closely. I don't even see it move. All they did was just something on the background. It's just like if something wasn't behind it. That's it. I don't even see it move or anything. You think it was staged video right there? You guys think it was a stage one?
Now, the doll doesn't actually move, but the items surrounding it in the storage closet fly violently across the room, and even on top of the doll. Viewers have speculated that because the doll was buried in the debris, that the woman's doll is...
You guys think this one was staged or what? This one was whack? You guys think it was kind of whack? I mean, it kind of looked like there was just somebody in the back, just like moving it or something. It's definitely fake. It kind of looks like it. Alright, we'll see the next clip after this. Let's see what the next one is. Hopefully the next one is more interesting.
Isn't even actually haunted, but perhaps her house is.
It looked like
However, others claim that the supernatural activity is centered around the doll, and some even claim that they saw the doll move in the video before everything came crashing down. But without a source, we'll never know. So, what do you think?
It was whack.
Goodbye. A woman who calls herself Sissy says that her husband passed away 8 months ago under very sudden and unexpected circumstances. One day, as Sissy and her son Clarence are walking out of their front door, their Ring camera records something very strange.
Here you go, Grandmas. Come on. Let's go.
I like what you.
She's got kind of so sad. Yeah.
I'm just hugging me. Daddy hugging me. What?
Oh, wait. What? Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence. I think my mom's got one. Okay.
What, Daddy?
Who is he talking to? Nobody's not even there. I hope this video for children doesn't scare you enough. Remember, we have some things to do later in that Pokemon Unite nonsense. That is true, yeah. We'll be playing it for a little bit. Who was he talking to here? Now, Pokemon Unite's pretty good. Jane's actually she's super good in that game. She's the best. There, I said it. Alright, let's continue.
That's what I was just about to ask.
We'll see if YouTube like
What'd you say, bud?
lets me know if I can do these type of videos or not. This is also a test of that.
Say bye, Daddy.
Oh, okay.
Now, Sissy posted the video because she thought it was just a little odd and kinda cute that her son was talking to his dad who passed away.
This
She
is
made
sad,
no
yeah.
claims that the clip was paranormal. But when she posted the video online, viewers began to point out that there also seemed to be a strange voice
Let's see.
in the clip.
We gotta
A
hear the voice.
that they thought might actually be the little boy's father,
Let's-
communicating
let's see if we can
from
hear it.
beyond. Now I'll enhance the audio and listen carefully just as little Clarence walks out of the door.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
You do hear it. You guys heard it? I definitely heard that. I'll rewind it again. Hold on. You could barely even hear it. Check this out. If you guys listen to it closely, you guys can barely even hear it.
The door.
Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, you can barely even hear that. Yeah, you could barely even hear that, yeah. Like they caught that one. Obama's like, why?
A quiet voice seems to whisper, "Honey," and the boy seems to look around as if searching for who said it. Even stranger, he seems to think that it's the voice of his deceased father, and actually walks over as if his dad is standing nearby on the porch. The little boy says, "Daddy hugging me," and again a strange quiet voice seems to whisper back.
Oh, wait. No. Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence. I need my more. Oh, wait. No. Okay. Oop, come on, Clarence.
That's crazy.
So
You
did
could barely
little
even hear
Clarence
that.
actually encounter the spirit of his deceased dad, saying hello and giving him a quick hug? Clarence seems to think so. But as usual, you decide. Witchboard. A woman is doing a solo investigation of a haunted house.
Oh, these are the ones that I like right here. The haunted house ones. They're my favorite ones. Yeah, you can hear that as well. Yeah, you were able to hear it. You're able to hear it pretty good. Hold on, let me see who's over here.
And is using a Ouija board to contact a spirit named Brenda that she believes inhabits the home. But as she conducts her Ouija board session,
Oh, that
she
board?
begins to
Everybody
suspect
knows
that she
about
might
that
be in
board.
contact with something much more sinister.
Am I dealing or am I speaking?
I know some people have a problem like seeing these kind of things though. I don't know if you guys have a problem like seeing that kind of stuff. I know Powerhouse, man, he gets freaked out if he sees that stuff. He's like, nope, I'm not looking at that. Supposedly he had like an encounter with that kind of stuff before, but this was a long time ago. I think he had like some girl that was messing with it. This was years ago, though. You would have to tell him about that story, because, you know, he's the one that explains it well. I know. Jane, cover your eyes on this one.
With the devil right now through this Ouija board. It is not Brenda. You've just said it's Brenda. It's not Brenda, is it? Oh my god. I'm trying to take deep breaths.
She's from...
Who am I communicating? I'm losing my... Who am I communicating with through this board?
Bloody nose blurred. Dang, she was... It was affecting her already too much that she had a nosebleed already. And she's British, even worse? What, do British people mess with that even more? Or something like that? I don't know if they do or not. You can't park there. I'm sure Jane hears that all the time out there.
My nose is bleeding right now. Oh my god. The demon it's trying to say. I know I've got no tissue, but my nose is bleeding right now.
How is it bleeding though?
The body's moving. Oh my god, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm off. I'm sorry, guys.
She hears a strange sound from the floor above her and her nose starts to bleed. But still, she decides to continue her session. Suddenly, the Ouija board flies off the table and finally, she decides that she has had about enough.
Yeah, that thing was too strong, whatever it was, if it can do all that. Wait, did I punch her without noticing? No, Jane, of course not.
And she just gets out of there. A guy named Angelo decides to camp in a forest that is said to be haunted. He's a bit unnerved by the spooky surroundings, but nevertheless, he decides to try to contact any nearby spirits with a Ouija board. As you might expect, it did not go well.
Alright, let's see what's up. I've only been to like a forest at night, maybe twice, 2 times. But let's see what happens to this guy, or what freaks him out real quick. Me too, I dated my ex? Wait, what? Never mess with that? No. Where's Noah and Steph and Power? Man, Powerhouse will get too scared of this, he wouldn't watch it. Anyway, let's continue.
If you don't know where to start in Top Heroes World, the Springland is a great place to start.
Of course, there's commercials. Like
there are
always,
low-level enemies and villages with free healing.
Why is it videos like this every time? Every time. Yeah, it is pretty dangerous, yeah. Why is it? Why do they have these like out of the most out of anything? Anyway, let's see. Hopefully the board probably just flies at his face on this one and hits him. No, I don't think Obama has tried it now. Definitely not.
Just heard something move outside the tent. Okay, I'm gonna end the session for a second, okay? I'm closing off the session.
It's not gonna let him close the session. There's no way. There's no way it's letting him close. Oh, he has a knife right there?
I don't see anything. That was weird. It literally walked as it walked. It literally sounded as if...
Stacy.
What the f was that?
You guys heard that? It made like a weird noise.
Nope, no. That's... I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know if I want to know what the hell that was. Honestly, I think I should probably leave.
He's gonna leave in the middle of the night? That's gonna mess with them even hard. This seems more staged than the previous one. Alright, let's see. Let's keep going because it's not done yet.
Yeah, let's, I think I'm gonna do that.
Angelo begins to freak out from the strange sounds that seem to surround his tent and decides it's time to leave.
Okay. Okay, exit is just down that way. Oh, that was a really bad idea.
Oh, that's one crazy trail right there, especially at night.
Okay. I just heard something. Something made a sound in my ear. What the what the what the what the was that? Nope, nope, nope. Let's just go. Let's just go. There's.
It gave him a whisper just like this right here. All it did was just whisper in his ear. That's it. He probably said like hello or something like that, and he got all freaked out about it. I want to give Obama 10 seconds. Dang, does he need 10 seconds? Alright, let's continue.
The exit.
A guy named Brendan Castagnon says that he used a Ouija board in his house, but didn't sign off properly at the end of the session. He claims that after this, he began to experience strange paranormal incidents in his home. One night, he awakens to the sound of something moving around in the other room. He grabs his phone and starts to record.
This one should be an interesting one. Don't make jokes with things like that. Let me see. Hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm being serious for future ideas. What? Obama's starting to sound like Shiny one time at Starshard stream over there. I think what Starshard did was he got him out of there. He was getting too out of control, or I don't know if he was being serious about it or out of control. One of those two, but let's see what happens here. What is that noise? You guys saw that? It's like a little head peeking out. Like a little head was peeking out of one of those curtains or something. And this is Steph is out of here. She's like, nope, I'm not dealing with it. I did read a story like at the beginning, but I'm also testing this out and see if, you know, if YouTube lets me do this type of stuff. I don't know if it will though, but we'll see after this finishes uploading and stuff like that. Let's continue and see what happened. Nice fake one, by the way. Let's see if Jane is right. Or should I just rewind it again?
A strange pale face seems to peek around the corner, but when Brendan approaches, there's nothing there. Now terrified, he tries to retreat back to his room, but the door slams shut right in front of him. Brendan Castagnon says that after this incident, he never used the Ouija board again, and thankfully, the supernatural incidents in his home have slowly stopped occurring.
I mean, that one was Steph, how many dead bodies you have? Wait, what? Obama's being crazy? Is he?
Abandoned or not? A guy who calls himself Native Penguin was doing some urban exploring on the grounds of the Cherokee Heritage Center in Park Hill, Oklahoma. A collection of old buildings were built on the site of the former Cherokee Female Seminary, a boarding school for girls that burnt to the ground in 1887. Suddenly, Native Penguin starts to hear something very strange.
Am I tripping, or is there something going on in here?
This guy hears something in the daytime. I never would have imagined you can hear something in the daytime. Diaz, I have a nightmare. I'm calling you at 3 a.m. cussing me out. How are you gonna call me? What? Nah, I think you should be good, Steph. I think you should be good. Hope you're his first victim, Obama. Oh my goodness. The killer's out for blood? Alright, let's see what happens right here. I'm only gonna do this for another good 25 minutes or so. So I can have time enough to play some Unite a little bit. What the?
After moving to Indian Territory, Cherokee Nation satisfied.
Steph is not scary? I don't think it is.
Alright, it's Baptist.
Dude, that's so creepy. Why is this?
Even though the center has been closed down for years, there's an odd recorded message playing inside one of the buildings. Native Penguin looks in the windows to try to figure out just what is going on. He captures something on camera that is truly bizarre.
Okay.
Oh man, here comes Powerhouse right here. There he is. If Powerhouse sees that board, he's out of here. He's not watching it. I was telling one at the beginning. Yeah, nothing concerning. It's like, it looks like just like a tape recorder. That's it. Where's the stories, man? Powerhouse is gonna get scared. I don't want him to run away. He might run away. Today was just like a testing phase. We'll see what happens when the video is uploaded. We'll see if YouTube even allows this type of stuff right here. I mean, the storytelling is fine, but this right here, we'll see.
I was like, there's someone in there.
Oh, nobody's mod on this channel right here. Remember, this is a different one.
At Mount Zion Church, where I pastor, we conduct our services in both languages, Cherokee and English. We have a completely Cherokee audience.
Some strange white apparition seems to glide by just behind the building's old
really
wood
saw
stove and disappears. Now, some viewers say it looks like a girl in a white gown.
I'm from the same city? Nah, man. No mod right here. I'm the only one that has it right now. Nobody has it. That's not Llorona right there? There's no way it's her. She would have been screaming or something if that was her. Nah, this is a...
But what do you see?
Getting mod right here is not
Capture
going to
the
be too
spirit of
easy
one of
like in the
girls
other
from
one.
the old burned school that once stood here? You decide. Driven to the grave. A man named Mark DeFalco is on his daily walk.
Fantastic Four? What do you mean? Fantastic Four was in the other one. This is there's no Fantastic Four on this one. We've known for 5 years? Man. This one has no mods right here as of right now. Jane is laughing. You ain't getting anything here, Powerless. Oh my goodness, Powerless finally powerless for once. And the jokes began. Anyways, let's see what's up with this one.
Around his neighborhood when he notices that a car has crashed through the fence of the local graveyard. He starts to film, and what he captures is absolutely unnerving.
Did he find some clues or what?
Damn, man. People gotta learn to slow down.
So they actually drove into the cemetery? That's nuts.
Lucky they didn't hit none of these tombstones. Real lucky.
Uh-oh, crying? That's not Llorona right there, Jane. She's right there. She's somewhere around there. I've been supporting this channel for how long? Man, Powerhouse only like commented like 3 times and that's it. I gotta put Powerhouse on blast right here. I gotta light him up a little bit. But anyway, let's continue. No, man, I've been subbed.
Hello?
La Llorona, Jane,
right?
she's there.
You okay?
Nobody's in the car.
What the hell? What the fuck is going on here? There ain't nobody there. Miss? Hello?
Mark hears creepy, unexplained sobbing as he approaches the car. But then it suddenly seems to just stop as he reaches the car. Now, Mark received multiple requests for a follow-up video to explain the situation. But Mark says that he didn't really understand what happened himself.
Man, there's no way Powerhouse is doing another channel, man. One channel is enough for him right there.
But he did provide a pretty simple update.
Well, I finally got an update for you on that cemetery video. They fixed that fence.
Now, this video was filmed 3 years ago, and to this day, Mark claims that the video he captured is 100% real and that he can't explain it. But let me know what you think.
I think Steph is hiding under the covers right now.
You okay?
Jane over here thinks it's staged. We got one.
What the hell?
I gotta make
Intruders. A young woman named Jeanette moves into a new apartment. But not long after, as she is recording herself practicing a new dance routine, something happens that is truly terrifying.
Something happens. She accidentally falls down and gets back up. Anyway, let's continue.
really happened?
Remember? We're friends.
No, no, I don't really remember. I don't remember. Please get out. Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
Who the heck is that guy? Is just some weirdo right there? He was hiding in the closet? Hiding in the closet or something? It looks like it. How did he get in there? How did he get in there in the first place, or was he already there? That's how you get shot? You feel the rage? Man, I'll read a story as I'm about to finish right now, just for Powerhouse with some music in the background, like how I did it at the beginning. This is where I fear people more than the random powerless spirits. That is true, man. You should be scared of the... Like somebody told me, I don't know, years ago, you should be scared more of the people instead of the ghosts. The ghosts can't even hurt you, but the people can. Anyways, let's continue.
Luckily, Jeanette escapes unharmed. She calls the police and they check her apartment, but the intruder is no longer there.
Of course he left.
Jeanette says that the man was never caught. But it gets even weirder, because after Jeanette uploaded the video of her frightening experience, observant viewer...
Well, yeah, those are different. The demons, for sure. Those things do damage. They freaking give you scars or whatever. Bruises and stuff like that. Now, Obama's losing his mind right now. I know, I need to get him with that. I think Obama's going to be the first one to get timed out here. Man, he's the first one, but we knew it already.
Notice something very strange. As Jeanette is fleeing her apartment, something seems to open the door right in front of her, as if clearing her path so that she can get away.
Please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
It looked like some regular dude, man. Like,
Jeanette says that she has no idea how this could have happened.
I don't know. I'm just as confused as you guys are. I have no idea what happened. This door is not the easiest to open, and this is why I think it's like a divine thing, or like, I don't know, a ghost, or I don't. Yeah. It's not easy. So it's not like just like the wind.
So after this whole video thing finishes,
I think someone actually, or something.
I'll read a story for Powerhouse since he's
now let's cut ahead
requesting it so badly.
Jeanette and her friend are unboxing some of her belongings as she continues to move into her new apartment.
I'll read him a story, you know, a bedtime story before he goes to sleep. Before I end it here. If he's still here by the time this finishes, which is almost.
But her friend sees something that gives her the chills.
What? You saw a man in my bedroom?
That guy was hiding right there? Where's he at?
He was right there between the green table and the bed, against the wall like this.
Oh man, he's
Jeanette's friend says that she saw a man just standing
look at him
in the bedroom.
There he is.
Now, the man is gone. A few days later, and again Jeanette hears some strange noises from somewhere in her apartment. What happens next is pure nightmare fuel.
Look at the cat right there. What is the cat looking at? The cat's like, I'm out of here. Where's that guy at? I want to see him rush out. Before you know it, she lifts up the covers from under the bed and Powerhouse appears. Is he opening the door? Where's he at? Where's he at? I don't see him anywhere.
Jeanette considers running out the front door, but instead she rushes into her nearby bedroom and grabs her pepper spray. But as she turns around, her blood runs cold as she sees something slowly make a deep imprint on her mattress.
Oh, in the
almost as
bed.
if some spirit
I didn't see that.
actually sits down on her bed. As she runs
I didn't
out
see
of the
that
room in
nonsense.
fear, she turns, and the imprint on the bed is gone. Jeanette says that she is now terrified of the weird things going on.
Oh, I didn't
in her
even
new
see that.
apartment. She says that friends have been staying with her until she can decide just what to do. Black Mass. A young
Black Mask? This sounds like a Powerhouse video right here. Anyways, let's go.
young woman named Olivia Conkle says that some very strange things have been happening at the apartment that she shares with her boyfriend. Doors in the apartment often just open and close all on their own. One night, the couple returns home and sees something truly horrifying that seems to be staring out of their apartment window.
Ooh, somebody's there watching. And then it just goes down slowly. I like how the way it just goes down slowly. It's lurking? I know. It's the predator. Dude, that's like Powerhouse right there. If you see him in the window, he exactly do that.
The couple looks around their apartment, but there's just nothing there.
That's what Obama will do right there? I don't know, he might. He would do some weird stuff like that, Powerhouse? Man, he's getting called out by Steph right now. Anyways.
Here.
We're about to go in. I don't think I've ever been more scared in my life. I don't even have any words.
But the paranormal activity in their home seems to be getting worse every day. One night, Olivia is all alone when this happens.
Ooh.
So, are Olivia and her boyfriend being haunted by some dark, shapeless thing that hides in the shadows? You decide. Scary videos. These are videos that are sort of in the scary video genre, but they're just kind of silly, and also they're all about doggies.
Oh, you guys are getting the about dogs one? These are not going to be too scary here. These are just going to be about dogs. That's it. Anyway. Oops.
So, first up, a man is watching a horror movie when very strange things start to happen nearby.
Yes, it's good. Because I'm here for my piece that slice my dick.
These are just like little pet things right here. That's it. These are not even meant to be scary, look. Yeah, these are just like dog ones. Nothing too serious here.
Bro, I'm literally watching a horror movie. What the hell?
Alright, so it was just an old dog trying to remove his diaper, but even that's a little bit scary. Poor doggy. Next, a man leads his little French bulldog back inside his apartment building, but someone has just set up a spooky Halloween decoration at the end of the hallway.
These are just... Let's see what he sees. Oh my goodness. Look at his face.
Dog looks back kind of like, nope, maybe you should go check that out alone.
His face.
And this one, the caption says it all. If your dog is scared...
I know, you saw how the dog was looking back at him? He's like, nope. I got a string and a camera. Get ready for some spooky videos. Vampire House doesn't do that type. We all know this. It's almost over though.
You should be scared. And finally, a woman introduces her new doll to her cute little pug named Augie.
Of course it would stop.
But can this little dog sense something about the doll that we can't? Nah, probably not. Anyway, thanks for watching. Maybe like and subscribe.
That's the look. Damn, Obama's crazy right now. Look at him. Alright, so does Powerhouse want me to read him a bedtime story or what? This will be the last thing right here. Let's go. I have to find it though. I mean, I've already read this one right here. This one was pretty good. It wasn't too bad. It was just a short one. I'm gonna find another short one. This one was called the White Death, but I already read that, so. I wonder if there's any more like horror myths or something. Let me look at this here. The Weeping Woman. See, it's kind of like, that's the one me and Jane were talking about right there earlier. Everybody knows about that one. Of actual paranormal activity cases, there are some. There are some out there. Damn, don't knock the paranormal activity. Jane's all into that. I thought she wasn't, but I know she's been interested. I just didn't know when she will say it. My ex scarier than this live stream? Your ex? Oh my goodness. Steven? Is that the one? Was he? Was he scarier than these right here? These are not even stories. These are just like little pictures. What the heck? I want some actual like stories over here, like the one I read, the first one. But that one was pretty much it with the first one. I believe on these things because I have actually witnessed cases like those with my own eyes. Simple stories and... wait, what the heck is this? Oh, this was in Spanish though. I mean, I could read it in Spanish, but none of you guys would understand anything. None other than me and Jane only. Yeah, I do remember that one night, Jane. Yeah, I was about to say that that one night when you were like at the house and you said something was happening right there. I do remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that. You're like, hold on, let me see something real quick. See, Jane should have recorded that. She would have posted it up. She would have been in one of those videos there. Yeah, I remember that. No, she didn't get hurt, but all right, let me see if I can find a story because I don't want to read the same one again. Let me just show Powerhouse the beginning of the intro that he missed. Let me show you the intro real quick. Or the starting soon real quick. The glass of water went flying all over the room. Yeah, I remember that. That was nuts. Jane should have captured that. It would have been good. But this is a starting soon screen, so Powerhouse can see it. All right, I just had to show it to him. That's a starting soon screen, Steph. When I'm about to start, that's the screen that I'll have. Yeah, that's just the starting soon screen. That's it, yeah. Yeah, we'll play some Unite right now. I'm just trying to find a story for me to read. You know, Powerhouse needs that bedtime story. I gotta read it. Scary Tales to Tell in the Dark? Maybe. No, not that one. Let me see if I can find any. I mean, I'm trying to find some, but... Seven spooky short story collections by Latina writers? I mean... Maybe I should look one there. Seven spooky short stories. All right, I think I found some. Some girls wrote these stories right here. Let's see what they got. Where's the first story at? Man, I don't see anything. Wait a minute. Things we lost in the fire. Okay. The Rock Eaters. This is the title Obama would name one of his stories. The Rock Eaters. I don't have all morning. Man, Jane has all morning long. What is she talking about? I gotta go soon. Keep working on my current song. That is true. Those Latina stories are probably thick. Oh my God. No, these are not even stories, man. These are just like... That's some BS. The only legit one was this one. This is the only legit one here. What's in the basement? You know what? Let's read Powerhouse My Brother Charlie. Where's your book, man? I'm not gonna read my stories here. These are other people's stories. Y'all need Jesus? What? Alright, let me just read these real fast. There's nothing I wouldn't do to get to you. Oh, is that the song? There's nothing I wouldn't do to get to you? I mean, that's a catchy title.
My Brother Charlie.
It even has the voiceovers, but it's a girl reading it. Alright, let me read this real quick. Alright, Powerhouse, what do you want it? Without music or a little bit of some creepy music in the background? How do you want it? Even if you don't want me, I'm always close. Oh my goodness, what is this? Tuck Power in First Diaz. I'm your best stalker ever. Oh my goodness, I think Jane is getting lyrics from that song. She is. I know she's just throwing them out there. She's throwing them out there already. Oh God. Starshard's already falling asleep. I knew it. He should call those streams Sleeping with Starshard. I always tell him. Fall asleep. Him and his zooming in on his face and falling asleep. Oh my God. That's almost too easy there. Come on, man. Where's the story? I gotta play these commercials. Let me just take out the song out of it and then start it. What the heck? So if I mute it, it brings me back? Never mind. I'm just letting these commercials play, man. What the heck? Get these commercials out of here, or it won't let me play that song. I'll have it more organized next time now. Where's that song at? I'm only gonna read one story for right now, so you know, Powerhouse will get tucked in and whatnot. The song might be too high though. Then let me just do it like that. Alright, Steph, better go to sleep. Look out for that one guy that was stalking that one girl in the apartment. Look out for him. Jeez, thanks. Nah, Steph will be alright. She says she has a shotgun. Alright, supposedly this is a scary story, but it doesn't sound like it. But we'll see though. We'll see what's up. I'll read it as kind of as fast as I can, not too fast because then I'll miss some words. She has a rocket launcher? She might. I do, but I don't want to have to use it. True. Alright, so here we go. I'm gonna get closer to the mic. I hate it when my brother Charlie has to go away. My parents constantly try to explain to me how sick he is. that I am lucky for having a brain where all the chemicals flow properly to their destinations like undammed rivers. When I complain about how bored I am, without a little brother to play with, they try to make me feel bad by pointing out that his boredom likely far surpasses mine, considering his confined to a dark room in an institution. I'm trying not to mess up too much. I always beg for them to give him one last chance. Of course they did at first. Charlie has been back home several times, each shorter than in duration than the last. Every time without fail, it all starts again. The neighborhood cats with gouge out eyes showing up in his toy chest. My dad's razors found dropped on the baby slide in the park across the street. Mom's vitamins replaced by bits of dishwasher tablets. What the hell's going on there? My parents are hesitant now, using last chances sparingly. They say his disorder, no wonder, makes him charming, makes it easy for him to fake normalcy and to trick the doctors who care for him into thinking he's ready for rehabilitation. That I would just have to put up with my boredom if it means staying safe from him. I hate it when Charlie has to go away. It makes me have to pretend to be good until he's back. I think that was it. Poor Charlie, man. I mean, faking his doctors out, thinking he's all good, and then his brother's being a jerk to him at the same time. That was like super short though. It looks like Charlie has he has a rough life right now. I got better scary stories than that, man. When Powerhouse says he has better scary stories than that, his type of scary stories are like more like perverted ones. That's the type he's good at. Firehouse has those perverted ones. Yeah, look out for them. No, the ones that the ones that I was reading, they're not too scary. Like, not at all. Not really. Can we go, Diaz? Oh, dude, it sounds like if Jane's saying like, "Can we go?" and a date or something. That's how she's saying it right now. But yeah, that was pretty much it for now. Not this time. And I'm dark, yeah. So I'm just experimenting with those two things. We'll see if YouTube allows this video stuff of me commentating in the background. I don't know if it does or not. It'll let me know right now as soon as like it finishes uploading and stuff like that. Yes, Pokemon Unite Day. Oh my god. If you guys want to know, Jane's super good at that game. At first she was like, this was Jane at first. Nah, get that Pokemon Unite game out of here. It's whack. I don't like it. Right now she's like all in love with it. Will not put it down for like 1 second. Is always on it 24/7. No more scary stories? Man, there's gonna be more, Obama, don't you worry. Don't you worry. I just need to tell him more better. That's it. This was just like a test today. I'll find a style to read them in, and it'll get better, most likely. Dark Knight was getting home from work. When he opened the door, he could see the hallway. Towards the end of the hallway, he noticed a shadowy figure. He couldn't really make out what it was, but he noticed that the figure had red eyes. Okay? I only played it yesterday in the morning when you were there. Alright, sounds good. But yeah, I'll read them better next time. Like I said, this is a different type of channel right here. It's not like what you guys get with the other one. The other one is just ridiculous. This is just different. So for this one, it's going to be a different type of crowd. It's not going to be the same crowd. Jane, go to sleep. Take a nap. Just kidding. But yeah, that was it for now. Most likely I will attract like different people with this one though, for sure. I got those stories. He doesn't have those type of stories. That one was just like basic as heck. Any 4-year-old could come out with that type of story right there. I'm bored. Nah, Jane, that's the emoji. You were like yawning right there. But yeah, that's it for now. This was just like testing. We'll see. I'm gonna be attracting a different crowd with this one for sure. He kept walking towards the figure, hearing his footsteps creak in his wooden floor. He turns around and then he turns back. The figure isn't there anymore. He opens the door. A voice comes out from the other side, telling him not to go in. I could continue Powerhouse's stories easily, man. I just mix it up. Okay. That was it for now. This was just an experiment. But tomorrow will be on the other one. He continues to keep going inside the door where he heard the voice. Of course, that's just what I said. And on the bed was Baby Oil. Man, get him out of here. Get Powerhouse out of here for that look. There goes his Baby Oil right there. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, guys. Even though it was completely different, I know. But like I said, I'm going to be attracting a different crowd for this one. But if you guys still decide to watch, then I appreciate that too. I will be doing more though on this one. But like I said, I'll be getting better as time goes. He felt a hand pushing him towards the bed, telling him to turn around. Man, it's time. It's time for me to get out of here. But then again, I appreciate it though. It's time. Hopefully Jane's ready with that Unite. Good stream. There's gonna be more. I'm just gonna have to figure out like a style that I tell the stories in. Remember, do you guys remember when Starshard was he was in here when I was reading the first story, he was talking smack and all that? And all that? Man, he's over there sleeping right there. What the heck is that? I know, like, what? What the heck is that? He's over there sleeping. And he goes in here saying, oh, your stories are not like how they're supposed to be like those other ones. I'm like, man, those guys don't even stream their stories. They don't even live stream it. They just do videos on them. He's all over there sleeping. Man, get him out of here. He felt force push him on the bed and he... Alright. Other than that, I'm out of here. I will be doing more though. Powerhouse, go to sleep, man. Thanks for stopping by, Dark. I appreciate it. And Jane too. Jane's waiting for that Unite. Can we go now? Jane's being out of control. She's pulling her hair out right now. I could imagine it. Like, oh my goodness, this guy right here. But yeah, I'll be back though with some more stories for sure. I'll have them all organized next time. I didn't have these organized. Maybe one or two, but that's it. More of them though. See you guys later.